Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Happy Sunday, happy Sunday, happy Sunday. Welcome to Illumina Discovery Temple Center. My name is Ezenwanimele Esther H. Marina. I'm from Umuahia North Local Government Area of Abia State. I live and reside here in Lagos State. My name is Yoko. Okay, please pardon me. I've not been going live as often as I used to. I'm busy working. It's only me. It's not easy. So please bear with me. Thank you so much. I'm live on Facebook and live on YouTube. My name is Yoko. All right, today's topic, I want to talk about children who sees spirits. Children who sees spirits. Okay? At one time, you and I were among the children who sees spirits, who communicate with spirits, who speaks with spirits at one time. I will keep blaming parents. I will keep blaming them till the day I will die. Good evening. Just as your children will blame you tomorrow. Let me come again. I will keep blaming parents, our fathers, our mothers. Okay, till I die. Just as your children, our children, will blame us. Okay? These are some of the things that makes me hate traditional culture. What a lot of people are practicing today has nothing to do with traditional culture. It's not traditional culture. Okay? So I'm going to talk about children who see spirits, who communicate with spirits, who understand spirits, who speaks with spirits. I don't know the name you have it in your area. I don't know the name you call it in your dialect. Okay? Presently, a lot of us who have children, and so many of us who are going to have children tomorrow, will also give birth to children who see spirits, children who communicate with spirits, children who understand spirit. My name is Yoko. Now, the issue there, the question that begs for answer is, what do we do? Not how do I know, because you know. Okay? A lot of you don't ask the right questions. You ask the wrong questions. This is not how do I know that my child, how do I know that my children see spirit or communicate with spirit? No, you know them. You know that child, just as your parents knows that you're one of the children who sees spirit. So what did they do? They took you to church. The worst way, the only way, the dangerous way, the most difficult way that our parents, that you yourself suppresses and will suppress that child that sees spirit. All right. Thank you so much from YouTube. Okay. The worst thing, the worst genocide, the worst murder you can do to that child is what your mother did to you. It's what you yourself are going to do to your child. Number one, consider yourself fortunate. Consider yourself as a guardian, as a queen, as a king, that you were allowed, that you were found worthy to give birth to a child, to the children that sees, communicates, and understands spirit. But what did you do? What did you do? You started speaking with your neighbor. That child has, in one time or the other, talked to you, spoken to you about what he or she sees. And you start talking to your sisters and brothers. You start talking to your parents. You start talking to your pastor, your daddy in the Lord, your mommy in the Lord, your SN1, your native doctor. You start speaking with them, trying to understand the child that you gave birth to. You are now discussing with somebody outside so that they can make you understand why your own child, your own son, your own daughter is seeing or communicating with spirits. A lot of the problems we have around right now is because a lot of people don't want to dig deep into the spirit. They don't want solitude. They don't want to go into meditations. They don't want to go into fastings to understand who they are, the reason of them being here. No, they want somebody to tell them what they want to hear. They don't want to hear the truth. I am not saying it is wrong for you to have a spiritual mentor or a spiritual father or mother, whatever you call it. These people are here, people like us are here just to do what? To answer one or two questions that you don't understand. Not to give you the blueprint of your life. What is your own? So you can't find out something about yourself. So you must believe what I told you or what the other person told you. And when people like me, who does not practice tradition and culture, who does not dive into it, is talking, you get offended. And when somebody decided to quote the Bible in his or her own way, the way he or she understands it, you get offended and begin to say, that is not what God said. Well, I don't understand. There is something that have made your child to speak out. There is accident on the way. There is death. There is pain. There is shame. There is something that will hurt you. And that child spoke out. Somehow, you ignored it and you went out. And something happened. You came back. You never called that child to sit that child down and said, how did you know? How did you know that this thing is going to happen? You've not really sit down to understand that child that you gave birth to, that understand, that sees the spirit. A lot of us, we have phobia for particular kind of food, particular type of food. But as a mother, as a father, Lord and master of your house, you insist that child eats that food without knowing the harm it causes them spiritually, mentally. Some of these children don't like going to church. They don't like going to school. They don't like dressing in a particular way. They don't like some kind of colors. But as a Odogu in one, the beginning and the end, I'm your father, I'm your mother. You must do as I said. You begin to do what? Rearrange them and repackage them to suit you. You know, sometimes I begin to laugh. I laugh so hysterically because so many of you asking for destiny helpers, praying for destiny helper, has already given birth to destiny helper in your house from your womb. But you don't like that. Because you have this idea of how God should speak, how God should talk, how God should bless you, how it's supposed to be. And you forgot that your tiny mindset is nothing. It has nothing to do with spirituality. A lot of you go so far as to judging who is a genuine spiritualist, who is a genuine traditionalist. This is the way our forefathers did it. It is not the way it's supposed to be done. And you forgot that your forefather and my forefather are not the same. The worst way you have killed, you have destroyed, you have tampered with that child that sees the spirit is to take them towards your pastor for deliverance. Oh, nobody behaved like this in my family. Oh, I don't know who this one resemble. You know, I said it time and time again that Igbos have proverbs that works against them, that works to their detriment. I said, does that proverb make sense? It is ridiculous. God, I beg. And yet you claim to practice tradition and culture. And yet you claim to believe in reincarnation. And now you are saying that if a child does not look like the father, does not look like the mother, who does she look like? Or which means the mother must have gone outside to get him or her. Oh, nobody taught me this. Nobody. I don't know how to do this. I want to go and learn under somebody. I want to know somebody to teach me this. And an ancestor came into your house as a child. An indigo child. An abiku. An obanje. You don't listen. You rather go and worship your mentor. You share, before they will talk, you have shared their video. You hear them morning, afternoon, night. Because of the peanuts they give to you. And you ignored yourself, your destiny, your journey. You ignored that child that you have. And because that child that sees and communicates with spirit knows that you don't pay attention, they clamp up. They shut up. Even if that thing is going to kill you, even if you are suffering, they won't talk. Because they have been talking and you never listened. Or the too stubborn, too arrogant. You took him or her to where? for deliverance. Ka arụọ ya ọrụ mmiri. Ka eme ya nka, ka eme ya nka. Ka achụọ ya ụchụ, akali ogoli. Unless you wanna get name for all those things. Late last year I had one. They said na arụ ọrụ mgbede. I said, does it mean somebody working in the evening? They said no. There's a spiritual work called mgbede. You people have name. Ka achụọ ya akali ogoli. Some of you who refuse to do your work, some of you who are so, you pretend, I know that a lot of you pretend to be ignorant. Not that you're ignorant, you pretend. Because so that it makes you inexcusable. You can't, so that you say, hey, it's that person that taught me, oh, I did not know. It's one else the one that told me to do like this. It's one native doctor that told me to do like this. You know, when people who talks like that don't want to take responsibilities. They are irresponsible people, so that whatever I was saying, it's not me, oh. Now one person teach me. How will you grow? Tell me. How will you grow? People like you, your first child is always your karma. Your karma. The more you insist that nobody taught you, as if you came to this world to be taught, nobody showed you, these children will mesmerize your life and mess you up so much. So many years ago, I think over 8 years ago, 7, 8 years ago, I said something about having an altar. I said every Igbo man, woman, girl, or boy should have an altar. Altar is not a very huge place. Altar is not a very one big room. Altar can be very small, as in square shape. It can be in one corner of your wardrobe. And also say that Ikenga is the personal god of every man, woman, girl, or boy, or child. Ikenga is not the god of a man. And when your child begins to exhibit that, I want to tell you the age they start exhibiting that. A girl child start talking at 2, some at 1. At 3 years, you can hear what a girl child is saying completely. But a boy child at 5 years, you can hear, they can talk the way you understand and hear clearly. It is from 3, 4 years to 6 years that you begin to understand. That you begin to understand if your child is a child that sees, understand, and communicate with spirit. From the age of 2 to 6, that is when you understand if you have given birth to a child that sees, understand, and communicate with spirit. Because that age, you have not indoctrinated them about wrong and right, good or bad. You are a man, you are a girl, you are a boy, you are not doing this. A boy don't do this, a girl do this. Boys don't cry, girls don't do this. All those societal upbringing and all those crazy teachings about right or wrong has not been inculcated into their brain. Okay? Now, between the age of 7 to 10, okay, it goes off. It goes off. Now, from the age of 12, from the age of 13 to 15, it comes back again. It comes back again. Then from 15 and a half, from 16 to 20, to 25, to 27, 28, 30, it goes off. Because the awareness of the world of I want to make money, oh, I'm in love, oh, responsibilities, you must go to school, you must read your book, come crashing in, making them to forget who they are. But once in a while, when you are in love, when you have heartbreak, when you begin to understand, yeah, the air, the breeze of the world will start blowing you. You begin to catch a glimpse little by little. At 30, when you sit yourself down, that is when you decided to get sense. When you decide to say you won't get sense, as in truly, you want to get sense, it comes again. It comes again. Maybe by then your husband don't do you basbos, or you don't do your husband basbos, or family members don't insult you because you're not married, you don't have money. It comes again. Just as I've always said, we grow in pain. We don't grow in love. We don't grow in conducive area. We grow in pain, in shame, in ridicule. Okay? It comes again. That is if you go get sense. That is the final warning. You see, from that age, that is the final warning. From that age to 35, if you not get sense, you are gone. Goners will be your name. You don't understand yourself. How will you understand your children? You begin pushing them, comparing them to other children. How you made money, how you were 2 years. How you graduated from secondary school when you are 12 years. How you are the Optobi, the Alpha and the Omega. Thereby polluting their mind, condemning them, putting them inside that same prison that you are living in. Comparing your child. Maybe one don't manage to get money, use and compare to other ones. Useless boy, useless girl. You'll be away from one day, your younger brother don't make money, your younger sister married a rich man. And when that parents die, you say you're giving your mother a befitting burial. You're giving your papa a befitting burial. Oh, my poor mother. My poor father. And that child will wake up and go through what you have gone through. Some of you don't understand what mother means, what to be a mother or be a father is. Because the man will always blame the woman. You are a woman. Your children should learn from you. Women are the one, and women and women and women, we. You go and marry a girl of 18 years, 17, 18, that will not talk back at you, that does not know her right and left, because you want a submissive wife to give birth to your children, which she don't know how to train them, because she doesn't know. She does not know. And both of you will join hand and bring up nicompoops. The chain reaction keep going. And the children keep reincarnating, keep causing nuisance to the universe. You don't know yourself as a child. You didn't know yourself as a teenager. You didn't know yourself as an adolescent. You didn't know yourself as an adult. At getting old, how will you know yourself? You don't know. So you have nothing to teach your children because you know nothing. That is the worst way you can destroy the lives of that child who communicates, who sees, who understands spirits. By exposing them to an outsider, telling them, my son, my daughter says, I don't know. I was a prophetess. I don't know. What is this child trying to do? I don't understand this child though. Sometimes there's something she do, I became scared. Your own child, and you're discussing it with somebody. And you forgot that child, wherever you are, hears what you said, understands what you said. You expose them to negativity. You expose them to outsiders. Or you think they don't have shame. You think they don't feel it. They do. And yet, here, praying, asking the universe for a destiny helper. You go out there and discuss with your pastor. You discuss with your spiritual mentor, who will lay their filthy hands, their filthy, smelly, dirty, polluted, bloodstained hand on that angel, on that little angel, thereby suppressing them the more. You don't know that snake, something that is long, will give birth to something that is long. And you are telling somebody, you are there, listen, somebody is telling your child is demonically possessed. Your spiritual mentor is insulting the ori of your child, the glory and the destiny of your child, by telling you that your child is depossessed with a marine spirit, with evil spirit, and you sit down there and listen. Please, where did they get it from? Who gave birth to them? You. And somebody is telling you that your child is demonically possessed. And you are nodding like a gamma lizard. And you are nodding. And you accept. And bring that child to be subjected, to be humiliated in the name of deliverance. Like some of us that they use razor blade to tear our body front and back. Because we spoke out. Children who see spirit, many of them cannot get married, should not get married, may not get married. Children who see spirit and commune with spirit, they don't rush to make money. They don't rush to, they don't rush to be like this person or like that person. They are not in competition with anybody. Children who see spirit, they came to safeguard the family. So long as they are in that family, no wrong, no evil, no untimely death will come upon that family. But the so-called tradition and culture will tell you that every woman must get married. They must be under a man. And you said the child, that boy is Akali Ogoni. Let's marry a wife for him. That boy is too arrogant. He's too stubborn. Because wife is a rehabilitation center for such men, right? Who is your child? Have you given back to an indigo child? What are they telling you? What are they telling you? For some of you who say my mother reincarnated, my father reincarnated. Oh, Nemo, oh, this is my mother that came. And yet, that's your mother that came, married. We grow up. We'll be made to marry and leave that family to go to another family. To do what? To do what? Study your children. Monitor them. A particular day, they might not want to go to school. A particular day, they might not want to eat a kind of food. I want to tell you that these children will not stress you. They will not stress you about spending money to buy costly food or costly things. They might say they don't want this. Once in a while, they will speak in a way that put fear into your body. All you need to do is what? Listen. Listen. If you're a spiritual person, you're a traditionalist, please create an altar for this child. When I talk about altar, even if you are living in one room apartment, you can have an altar. Have an altar for that child. If your child is a boy, make sure you have a mannequin, that is a statue, an effigy of a female. Okay? That represent that child. Write with marker, write the name of that child on that obesi, that status. Arrange it very well. It can be the size of a small carton, that small size. Put their picture there. You know what they like. From the clothes that child have worn, use from it the clothes, you know, when we wear clothes so many times, our essence, our scent, our smells, no matter how you wash it, is still in that clothes. From it, make clothes for that. And cover that what? That obesi, that status, male or female status. And offer sacrifices. Offer what? Sacrifices. So that the spirit of that child, the spiritual guides of that child, the spiritual guide and guide, the ori of that child will help you to understand who you gave birth to. So that you will know that that thing you are looking for in Sokoto is in your Sokoto. That thing you are looking for in London is in your house. But when one rich man or one celebrity posts their child picture on social media, she's beautiful, oh my God, you begin to lavish praises on them, which you have never done for that child. I want you to know that the child that sees spirit is your ancestor. Is way, way, way far, far older than you. They know when you want to listen to them. They know when you are pretending to listen to them. They know when you are serious listening to them. They know when you don't take their words or their messages serious. They are older than you. They sense everything you do. They know what you do. They see, they hear what you do. It does not matter the distance. Do not suppress them. Don't go and carry them and go to where they will wanafa. My God, I beg. I keep saying it. The same way I hate prophecy is the same way I hate Afa consultation. Because a lot of people who want to have consultation does not know what it means. They don't. They want to hear what they want to hear. Stop taking that child here and there. Stop disclosing what they told you to a total stranger. Because you don't listen to your child, but you want to listen to a total stranger because of he's your mentor, he's your spiritual whatever. Take care of that child that says spirit. Okay? If you have such a child, all right, there are one or two things that child have told you, or you want to know how to set up the altar, please slide into my DM. Okay? Slide into my DM, and I'm going to drop you my number. If you start talking out of point, I go block you. My name is Yoko. All right, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Take care of that child that sees spirits. I'm going to be logging out from YouTube right now. Okay? All right. Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. All right, on Facebook, thank you so much for hanging